I rescued my brother's dog, and now he wants me to pay him. My brother Perry has always collected things he couldn't take care of. Cars rusting in his yard, tools he never used, and for a few terrible years, animals. It started with a cat he saw at a shelter and just had to have. Then another cat, then a dog, then 3 more dogs. Then for some reason, a goat. He'd get so excited bringing them home, posting pictures online, telling everyone what a great rescue dad he was. Then he'd get bored. The dogs ended up chained outside in all weather. The cats lived in filthy cages in his garage. I don't even know what happened to the goat. I begged him to let me help. I said I'd come over and feed them, walk them, anything. He told me to mind my own business. They're fine. Animals are tougher than you think. Animal control got called twice by his neighbors. Both times he cleaned up just enough to pass inspection, then went right back to neglecting them. I started sneaking over when he was at work just to give them food and water. I'd sit with the dogs for a few minutes, let them remember what it felt like to be touched by someone who wasn't screaming at them. One winter I came over and found a German Shepherd puppy shivering in a broken plastic crate with no food, no water, and sores all over her legs from lying in her own waste. She was maybe 5 months old, and she looked at me with these huge, terrified eyes, and I just couldn't leave her there. I put her in my car and drove away. I called Perry from my driveway and told him I was keeping the dog, and he could call the cops if he wanted. He laughed. Take her. She's defective anyway. Wouldn't stop crying. I took the other animals too over the next few months. Every time I asked, he said yes because he was bored of them by then. I rehomed the cats and the other dogs to people I trusted, but I kept the German Shepherd. I named her Fluffernut because she had this ridiculous fluffy tail that didn't match the rest of her body. She was terrified of everything at first. Loud noises, sudden movements, men, other dogs, the vacuum, the TV, her own shadow. I spent months just sitting on the floor with her, letting her come to me, teaching her that not every hand was going to hurt her. Slowly, she started to trust me, and once she did, I realized what an incredible dog she was. Smart, athletic, eager to learn, beautiful. A friend of mine who does dog shows watched her run in my backyard one day and said, "You know she could compete, right?" I laughed it off at first, but Fluffernut loved training. She loved having a job, so I started entering her in local shows, just for fun. Fluffernut won Best in Show at Nationals last month. $50,000 prize. It was the best day of my life. I was ugly crying while they put the ribbon on her, and she just stood there looking perfect, tail wagging, like she'd always known she was a champion. The local news picked up the story. Rescue dog wins big, with a photo of me and Fluffernut and her trophy. I didn't think anything of it until Perry showed up at my house the next day. He walked right up to my porch and said, "That's my dog. I want the prize money." I laughed in his face. He didn't laugh back. "I'm serious. I have the original adoption paperwork from the shelter. You stole my property." I said, "You told me to take her. You called her defective." He shrugged. "I was joking. I never officially signed her over to you." I said, "You left her outside in December with no food. She had frostbite on her ears when I took her to the vet. I have the records." He said, "That doesn't matter. Legally, she's still mine." I said, "I have 3 years of vet bills, training receipts, and registration papers in my name. You have a piece of paper from the shelter you probably can't even find." He stepped closer. "I'll sue you." I smiled. "Do it. I'd love to show a judge the photos I took when I rescued her. I documented everything, Perry. Every sore on her body, every rib showing through her skin, every day she went without water. I have timestamps." He went quiet. I said, "You threw her away like garbage. You didn't train her. You didn't love her. You didn't even feed her. I'm the one who turned her into a champion. You don't get to show up now and pretend you had anything to do with this." He said, "You owe me. I'm the reason you even have that dog." I said, "Get off my property, and don't ever contact me about my dog again." He stood there for a second like he was thinking about arguing, then turned and walked back to his car. Fluffernut sat at my feet the whole time, calm as anything, watching him go. He tried to sue anyway. The judge dismissed it in 20 minutes.